Hi guys, how are you? Vladimir Ribakov here from Traders Academy Club, and welcome to the weekly Forex forecast and market analysis. Today we are on 30th of May as I record this video, but the weekly forecast is for the first week of June. The last week was simply fantastic, and I will be glad to share with you some opportunities which I consider to be very interesting. But before that, for all those of you who are new to the channel, first of all, welcome to our community. I would like to invite you to subscribe to the channel. Just follow the subscribe button below this video, and remember to enable this ring notification. I upload my trading ideas during the week, so you can be notified once they are up. Also, I would like to invite you to join our trading club in Traders Academy Club, and to join our free Telegram channel where we share daily ideas. So let's begin then. This is our forecast. This forecast is from previous week. Okay, and such text version will be published for you, for your comfort, on Monday. Just come to the blog vladimirribakov.com or back to this video, and you would find a direct link to the new text version of the forecast available for you. Okay, so just scroll down and you would be able to find again, this is a text version to this video. Okay, for your comfort to return to that and to refer to the ideas as they were analyzed and explained. On the bottom here, you would find the contents. So just click on any of the instruments you would like to see, and you will basically see the plan. Okay. If you missed all this plan from previous week, you can now, on the right top corner of this video, watch the direct link. Okay, so basically just refer to that. I'm not going to repeat everything. So what is for this week? I prepared a very interesting list. We have the euro dollar, euro pound, euro yen, pound dollar, pound CAD, that's from the Forex, dollar index, DAX, and the Ripple. So, ready? Let's begin. So the first pair would be the euro versus the dollar. By the way, this video is completely free for the community. Okay, it's open. So if you find it useful, helpful, interesting, educational, feel free to share it with anyone in your community who you think such video could help. The idea of this video is to expose the community to the way I analyze the market and the way I choose my instruments to deal with. Okay, so the first one is the euro dollar, and the previous week we were looking at the bullish direction. As you remember, well, for those of you who watched, the euro dollar was, where is that? Here. That was one of our scenarios. As long as we are holding this supportive area on the 4-hour chart, we expect a move up towards 111, 112 zone. And this is where we are right now. This zone was holding. And we started to make the climb. The bullish hidden divergence came in play. And all the rest is history. I even shared with you this pair during the week on Thursday on day trading idea. It was right here. And we were talking about the bullish expectation to follow, again, for day trading idea. You can also always follow the day trading ideas on this channel in YouTube. So what do I expect with this pair right now? The way I think we will see the pair behaving is resisting around the zone of 111 towards 112. It might sound like a pretty wide zone, but it's really not, because it could be just one spike. That's all. Why do I suspect this area specifically? So first of all, let's two classical waves inside. They don't have any divergence or any relationships as a cycle that we can refer to, no. But the full expansion levels inside is something to pay attention to. This also is a pretty strong resistance zone from the, as you can see, from the surrounding price behavior starting from the beginning of 2019. Many times the price was visiting around, we were resisting it. And also very important to pay attention to the slowdown we start to see. So I personally think that if we see the next rallies happening, they should be the rallies where this divergence would take place, and I would expect to see resistance from these zones and the bears not giving up too fast on the price. Do I think that the rally is over? Personally, not. I think that the retraces still should deliver further move up, at least on the short term. But I definitely would pay attention once and if the divergence completes and we start to resist around the mentioned area. Also, if we take a look on the view of pivots, then from supportive zone of the euro dollar, as you can see, all this area, we were right on the supportive zones from the pivotal levels. And right now we enter to the red zone, as you can see, right? This zone was almost never tested. And you can, due to the price behavior, you can see the pivots, the resistance of the pivots dropping. That means we are slowing down after very strong volatility before. We all remember what happened with the coronavirus, right? At the very beginning. Right now, the volatility is dropping and we are approaching to this level. So I would expect to see more and more resistances on coming here, and this area to become a sort of a block for the buyers, which likely would try and make their last push. So that's my view for the euro dollar. Very interesting fact to mention is that on the retail traders position, more than, let me check my numbers, more than 80%, right, already in short, already in sell, and they start to sell from 109.50 on average, going towards the 109.90. Okay, so as we know, retail traders, especially those who are completely beginners and don't value risk or any strategical trading, they simply shoot in the dark. Whatever happens, happens, right? The use of the "I believe it will go downwards" is very common in such trading, and they normally are too early. So the way I see that, the euro dollar is not done. Okay, next one is the euro pound, also very interesting pair. And what do we have on this one? So I believe we are also approaching to a very serious zone of 0.90, 0.91. Very strong area. Also from the past, you can see here with different consolidations inside. And mainly the fact that if we take a look on the lower time frame, it does seem that we are building up here some serious slowdown. When the first leg was impulsing, the second leg is getting slower and slower and slower. So personally, I believe that this zone should be the zone where we will see some good resistance for the euro pound. And if we take a look also on the pivots, and again, I include pivots in these videos because I've been asked a lot about it from my followers. So I want to show you basically how the pivots could help you in the analysis, general analysis, or choose the levels where you want to look for actions from. Okay? I don't belong to those who believe that you can simply blindly attack pivot levels without reconsidering any type of analysis. No, but I definitely think that when it fits in the general analysis that you do, when things come together, it has a lot of value. So the euro pound, from also like the euro dollar, from very strong supportive area during the trend, as you can see, it was respecting the green zones, and now look, for the first time we enter a full red zone, which from my point of view is the sign. Again, I expect here to start and see more and more of these zones building up during the days and the weeks to come, and that's why I believe that these areas should be areas where this rally slow down and we see the bearish reaction. So that's my view for the euro versus the pound. Above the 0.90, closer to 0.91 area, the stronger the resistance it becomes. Now I would like to take a moment and to ask your support back in our work. If you find these videos educational, helpful, and interesting to follow, please show your support back. Hit the like button, drop some feedback below in the comment section. As you know, this video is done completely free for you. I dedicate my time with big honor and pleasure during the weekend to share with you these ideas, and your support is very much appreciated. Your support is the main reason why this always done for you. So please hit the like button, leave the feedback in the comment section, and let me know, what do you think about the euro pound? Are you also seeing a good resistance around the 0.90 or 0.91 zone, or you would expect to see a bullish continuation through these levels? Let me know, how do you see this one. And the last one is the euro yen. Euro yen is one of our rock stars from the previous week. Let's take a look here. The idea was a triple cycle from the weekly with a beautiful harami candle followed by a verification candle. Again, you can refer to the previous week video or forecast and see all that by yourself. And that's how I basically see that for the longer run, making the waves to the upside. And on the 4-hour chart, we wanted to see these zones holding this supportive area or slightly below and making the rally. Also very strong supportive zones from the daily coming. And here we are. We did hold the first area with the bullish hidden divergence, and all the rest is history, which currently forming a good trending structure by making the higher highs, higher lows, and make me think that likely to assume this is a beginning of some good corrective mode. So if this is the first leg developing on a weekly time frame, we should see that on the daily and the 4-hour chart forming the trending structure, which it does. And the very important key zones to pay attention to are basically, we are almost there around the 120, 121. This is where I personally think we are going to see that slowing down and making some correction before further continuation to the upside. Now, for all those of you who are involved in the rallies from the previous week and found opportunities to join during the week, fantastic. The current divergence developing is if you still didn't do it, of course, it's a good zone to consider management. We also have some open level here, and that's around the 120, and that's how I think you can see my supply and demand here indicator showing pretty strong resistances coming in play. Now, if we take a look also on the surrounded zones, look what happens with the euro yen, which from the strong, you see the green zone, from a very, very strong green zone, then balancing around the middle, right? And then locating itself on the upper zone of the resistance of the pivots. As you can see, the highs are going down here. The levels come closer and closer and closer, which makes me think on the next days these levels should get even more and more closer, the range to be more narrow, and we should be facing here retraces that should deliver further on bullish continuation. So for those of you who are involved, this zone is good zone to consider management. For those of you who don't, you will want to see that happen before considering further rally opportunities. Pound dollar is the next one on the list for today. And what do we have on the pound dollar? So weekly bullish divergence on the moving averages in play. Daily we got the trending structure here and the retrace, which makes me think we are heading towards the next leg. The way I think we are building up is this become a trending structure, so retraces and bullish continuation. That's the way I see. I would be careful with the level of 61.8 Fibonacci of this dynamic trend, because if we suddenly cross straight move below this level, this is a warning sign that the bulls are not ready to take the control yet. And if that happens, I would basically simply invalidate my bullish view and will go neutral. So as long as this level holds, I'll be looking for my opportunities to ride this bullish view. And let me know, what do you think about the pound dollar? How do you see this opportunity? And also, once again, please show your support back and the work do for you. Hit the like button, drop some feedback below, and your support is very much appreciated and it's very important to us. Next one on the list is the pound CAD, the new one on the list for us. The way I see that, we are here at a sort of ending cycle here with this slowdown, the bullish divergence taking place. I would expect to see some correction here. Not quite sure about the super long term right now, but on the short term, I think it's potential beginning of a rally. We had a beautiful impulsive trending structure here with correction. I expect this to continue further and higher. Also, like with the pound dollar, which I showed before, this is the trending condition. If this goes straight through below 61.8, that would be a warning sign, but as long as this didn't happen, I think it's good to pay attention to. Also, follow up what happens on the pound dollar. From massive red zone, going through the middle zone, as you can see, on several days, we entered a very strong green area of supportive zones by pivots. I'm not referring to specifically one day, I'm referring to zones, as you can see. So from my point of view, all the things come together pretty nicely for this pair. Let me know, what do you think about the pound CAD and how do you see that? The next one, something that I don't analyze too frequently, this is the dollar index, where I expect this second leg to complete. And right now we don't have ending signs besides the 200 moving average, which could be the one that on the short term would resist it. But personally, I think there is more to go, and I don't see any ending signs here. No specific divergences or anything like that, which makes me think for dollar index we're likely to see also continuation further down. So my personal view is bearish on the dollar index. And what about you? How do you see the dollar index? Now we are moving to the DAX and the Ripple. So DAX also was covered from previous week. You can again come back to the blog. Why doesn't it open? Here. Go to the blog and you would find the DAX explained here. So we are completing the second leg. That's the zone we are paying attention to. The expectation were to see the rallies happening towards. And it happens and it's building up, and I think this is where we should pay attention to the potential divergence to form here on the moving average of the MACD. That's our zone, remember? And we are very we're reaching, very strong the key resistance zone. Also, if we pay attention to the levels, look what starts to happen. We are entering a very strong red zones. So likely to assume this is about to slow down on the coming days or weeks, and we should see some bearish reaction here. Very interesting to pay attention to this one from my point of view. And the last one for today, this is the Ripple, which I find interesting, and the way I see that, I might be wrong, but we got here some sort of trending structure with two waves correction. Now we're trying to break through. As you can see, this supportive area holds and holds pretty well, and we are gaining this momentum here, as you can see, from holding the bottom from the daily, right? This was the first leg, and very likely to assume we are developing here into second leg. But here is what I want to see. If that is correct view, we have to go above this high. This high has to be cleaned. Okay, so assuming we gain this momentum and go above this high, then I believe this is the beginning of a bullish continuation. If this high is not broken, then this is nothing more than just a temporary some corrective range, or it's impossible to call it a pattern. But if we don't break this high, it's nothing by a temporary range. So we do want to clean this high in the creation of the higher highs, higher lows, and to validate the bullish view and continuation. So that's all for today, and that's all for this video. Thank you very much for your time watching this video. Stay safe, be well, and I would like to invite you to join our trading club, Traders Academy Club. The link to that is below this video in the description or in the pinned comment. What you get in the club is daily live market analysis, covering all the most interesting opportunities we find based on cycles and divergences techniques, and delivered to you as video and a trading report on daily basis. Also, you will enjoy the access to our unique Telegram community for full support. So I hope to see you there with us, and I hope you find such video helpful and interesting. Thank you very much once again for your time. I wish you all the best. Please stay safe, and I'll see you around with more videos and more ideas. Yours, Vladimir Ribakov, Traders Academy Club.